Missouri Valley remembers its veterans and the Fine Arts Department performances begin. Welcome to KMVC News. I'm Ilenia Exposito. Animals can be a great comfort for Missouri Valley students, offering emotional support, motivation, and a sense of home away from home. But some animals are anything but emotional support. Missouri Valley has specific rules about the specific kinds of animals that can be on campus and specific conditions that must be met first.
Well, right now, of course, Missouri Valley College supports the service and emotional support animals. When we find animals that are, and so we're trying to identify those animals. In the past, we came up this year with the red leashes. So any dog that's on campus that has a red leash is an authorized emotional support animal, is authorized to be on campus. There's a specific time frame that all that stuff has to be done because it's a strict environment for the animals to be on campus. They have to be vaccinated, they have to be at least a year old, they have to have been spayed or neutered, they have to bring a crate with them.
On-campus animals are usually service or emotional support animals with proper documentation. This must ensure the well-being of the entire community.
I think it really helps not only with the students, but like the faculty as well. Like everyone knows him and everyone loves him and he loves saying hi to people. And I've even had people be like, he just helped me out today. Like he really made my day. Not all dogs have their shots and you're putting your dog in danger and my dog in danger, especially if they have fleas and stuff like that. So I think you should definitely get it registered and go through the proper procedures.
Some students aren't complying with the condition first, so Missouri Valley has been sending emails to students about the dangers of illegal animals on campus.
Whenever I take him out, even like just for a walk, he kind of like makes me reconnect kind of with nature, and whenever I get home, he just like makes my day so much better.
At Missouri Valley campus, while animals can be a positive for some students, unauthorized animals can create risk for others. Missouri Valley says it promotes responsible animals ownership, including the registration of animals on campus. There are only 3 weeks left in the fall semester, including finals. Finals week begins with the Students' Research Symposium, so students are finding ways to fine-tune their presentations. One of the aspects of the presentations is the posters. Missouri Valley professor Christopher Levi held a poster workshop for students to see the do's and don'ts of making a good poster. Students were given examples of previous posters and had a chance to ask questions and receive pointers for when they present December 9th. As Missouri Valley honored the nation's veterans on Veterans Day, recognizing the sacrifices made by those who have served in the United States Armed Forces. KMVC's Jimmy Shorunke reports how Missouri Valley honored those who served.
Today we're here to honor the courage and dedication of our nation heroes, as many Americans gather in communities across the country to celebrate Veterans Day. This ceremony is one of the many where we pause to recognize those who served in our armed forces and sacrificed so much for our freedom.
I was drafted. Although I was already working in a defense job, I was working for McDonnell Douglas, and we were building F-4 Phantom airplanes. And I could have gotten a deferment, but I decided to go ahead and go into the Army. And my 2 brothers, older brothers, had each been in the military, and I just felt like it was my duty. The most unique thing that I did was I delivered a baby one night.
So I was first inspired by my dad's service. I grew up around the Air Force lifestyle, so I always kind of knew that it was something that I wanted to do. So that's really what sparked my interest. I was just talking about this morning is that when I was graduating high school, I don't remember having any assemblies or events like this for Veterans Day. So I'm very happy to see that now I've been in almost 14 years and to see that the schools from elementary all the way through college are celebrating veterans on Veterans Day. That's something that's different from when I first joined.
The event also adds students who have a veteran in their family. Miss loves singing and the playing of the salute trumpet.
Thank you, veterans, for your service.
The message I would say is just to continue events such as these to celebrate veterans. It's something that I hope never goes away.
Jimmy Sharonke, KMVC News.
Missouri Valley continued its tradition of tying yellow ribbons around the trees on the quad to honor and remember U.S. veterans. Missouri Valley College Repertory Dance Ensemble had a performance with some of those dancers, making their MVC debut. KMVC's Colin Williams reports on the behind-the-scenes aspects of the show.
The Repertory Dance Ensemble held their first recital of the year in Eccleston Navy Theater. The recital, entitled Emerge, was a medley of different genres, costumes, and styles.
The studio I came from didn't do any modern classes. It was just the classical, ballet, jazz, hip-hop, all that stuff. But I love expanding my repertoire and stuff like that, getting to learn new styles of dance and having so many classes offered.
With this group of dancers came a few new faces this year, whether it be freshmen becoming college dancers for the first time, or graduate assistants bringing in the knowledge and leadership they've learned at MVC or from the school they originally came from.
Just because I have a little bit more experience being on a college dance team as opposed to some of the returners here. It's kind of a little bit more structured and a little more balanced this year than it's ever been, so we're doing a lot of growing on dance team. And I say for rep, I don't think it's much of a leadership. I think we all just come in and we're ready to learn, ready to get better. So,
with the Fine Arts Department in an inconsistent state and not being as prominent as it once was, the Repertory Dance Ensemble has remained a constant on the campus. Colin Williams, KMVC News.
The Missouri Valley Choir, the Valley Voices, is performing at Eccleston Navy as well on the 21st at 7. The Missouri Valley football team could finish its season with a 5-5 record with a win on Senior Day against William Penn. But Missouri Valley is winless at home against the Statesmen since William Penn joined the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Valley's last home win against William Penn was in September of 1967, and the season finale resembled a game from the 60s. The Statesmen ran the ball 50 times, amazing 285 yards and 2 touchdowns runs. Missouri Valley ran 27 times for 131 yards, but the Vikings' lone score came on a short pass from Collie Robertson to M.J. Johnson. William Penn's running game gave the Statesmen more than 37 minutes of possession. Limiting the Vikings to just 44 offensive plays, the Statesmen win 17-7. The Vikings finished 4-6 overall and in 4th place in the Heart with a 2-4 record. Missouri Valley hasn't finished a season better than 500 since 2016. The Missouri Valley men's soccer team hit the Heart of American Athletic Conference tournament final, with a chance to sweep the regular season and postseason titles for the 2nd consecutive year. But just 2 minutes in the game, William Penn intercepted a pass and beat Vicente Benitez to give the Statesmen an early lead. Missouri Valley thought it had tied the match on a header of a free kick, but the Vikings were whistled for a foul. William Penn limited the Vikings' chances throughout the match, and the Statesmen held off the Vikings for the final 88 minutes, winning 1-0, capturing the Heart tournament title, and earning a berth in the NAIA tournament. Missouri Valley is the 4th seed in the national tournament and hosts the 1st and 2nd round games, playing the winner of Hastings and Louisiana Christians on the 23rd. The Missouri Valley women's soccer team earned a berth to the NAIA tournament by winning the Heart regular season title, and the teams worked through the season's earned Valley home field advantage. The Vikings get a bye into the 2nd round on the 23rd when they will host Truett McConnell. The TMU Bears are 16-1-3 on the season and won the Appalachian Athletic Conference regular season and conference titles. The Vikings and Bears kick off Saturday morning at 11. NAIA games on the Vikings Sports Network are pay-per-view. The number 8 Missouri Valley women's wrestling team opens its 24-25 season. The Vikings look to remain competitive as they aim to maintain their high rankings from previous seasons and build upon its success. The Missouri Valley women's wrestling team is among the top 10 nationally ranked collegiate teams. The Vikings continue to show discipline and skill in their matches.
I think we have the team that can do it. On paper, we don't look like everybody else with with their star-studded cast or anything like that, but our ladies are going to do a good job. They're going to surprise a lot of people. I would say that it's been night and day, really. A lot more motivation, a lot more coming in and doing their own work and stuff like that, putting in that extra stuff that really matters when it comes to wanting to win championships.
The team has 11 wrestlers classified in their respective weight categories, and several of them have achieved high individuals rankings.
This year we're pretty excited. We brought in a lot of new talent. Our team goal is to win a national title and definitely try and place top 3. And with the squad that we have right now, we definitely can. During our team, we're number 8 right now in the nation. We definitely can rise in it, and I think that we can finish top 3 and bring home a trophy, and hopefully even bring home the biggest one. So, but I truly think that our lineup can go toe-to-toe with any team in the nation.
The team is characterized by a disciplined and rigorous approach to its physical and mental preparation, keeping the team's level high to be able to face the new challenge of this season.
We want to win conference and we want to win nationals. We want to put some names up on the board back there. We want to put some posters up on this wall. But ultimately, I want them just to do their best. We want the best version of themselves, and the thing is that we believe the best version of themselves is going to be winning national titles and being All-American. The tournament's grown a little bit, so we're going from about 490 athletes, 500 athletes last year to about the pre-registration is about 740.
The Vikings have high expectations and a clear goal of reaching the national title, building on the momentum and experience gained in the previous season. With a ranking among the top 10 women's wrestling teams in the country, the Vikings have to prove if they are up to the challenge. Starting this weekend at the Missouri Valley Open in the Barnes Center, more than 700 women wrestlers are on campus on the 22nd and 23rd for the Missouri Valley Open, the largest collegiate women's wrestling tournament. The women's wrestling program had 2 teams in a series of duels at Leonardwood on the 16th. The A squad went 2-3, while the B team finished 2-1. Valley's Kelani Corbett is ranked number 1 nationally, and she went 5-0 in her matches. Number 8, Ashley Wetzel, and number 12, Haley Holland, each finished 4-1 in their weight classes. The Missouri Valley men's wrestling team visited the home of the 3-time defending national champion, Grandview Vikings, for the Grandview Open. Missouri Valley heavyweight Elijah Hines finished 6th to lead the Vikings. The Open featured teams from several collegiate divisions and included schools like Iowa State, SIU, Edwardsville, and Central Missouri. The Missouri Valley women's basketball team opened its conference season with a pair of games on the road, first against Baker and then against Graceland. The Vikings hit conference play with a 3-0 record, and more on that in a minute. Missouri Valley opened hard play with a 73-56 win in Baldwin City. 4 Vikings scored in double figures, and 2 had 10 or more rebounds, including 15 by Sarah Ortiz. Valley's Ricky Scott returned to action for the first time in 11 months following an injury, scoring 5 points in 8 minutes. That 15 and 10 on the graphic? Yeah, that's me. The Vikings followed that with a 66-46 win against Graceland. 4 players scored finished with 11 or more points, and the Vikings held the Yellow Jackets to just 24% shooting. Missouri Valley in 2-0 in conference and 5-0 overall. That's the best start to a season since 2016. According to available records, Missouri Valley has never started a season 6-0. The Vikings have the chance against William Penn on the 20th. That game is available on the Viking Sports Network starting at 5:30. The Missouri Valley men's basketball team went into its conference game against Baker on a 2-game losing streak, and the Wildcats were picked by the Hart coaches to win the conference. Baker raised to a 40-19 halftime lead, holding the Vikings to less than 30% shooting and forcing 15 Missouri Valley turnovers. The second half was better for the Vikings, but they couldn't erase the deficit and lost 84-61. 2 Vikings each scored 10, but Missouri Valley's early season shooting woes continued. The game against Graceland was just the opposite. Missouri Valley held a 34-33 lead at the break, but the Yellow Jackets scored 54 second-half points to win 87-69. The Vikings shot better overall, hitting more than 44% of their shots, but were 14 of 26 from the free throw line and committed 17 turnovers. Missouri Valley falls to 0-2 in conference and 1-4 overall heading into its game against William Penn on the 20th. Next week, KMVC News presents a magazine-style show with longer and deeper storytelling and more research in advance of the Students' Research Symposium. The final show of the semester is recorded on Thursday, December 5th, to allow for coverage of end-of-the-semester stories. I'm Milenia Exposito. Thanks for watching KMVC News.